Good afternoon, Samantha. It's Kerry here from Pacific Toyota Lexus Cairns. So what I would like to do for you today, Samantha, is basically do a high definition virtual tour of our 2009 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport RX. So basically I just want to go through the interior, exterior of the motor vehicle as well too. Basically in through the engine bay, show you all the features, just make sure I can show you if there's any bad perfections on the paint itself, also through the wheel arches and tyres as well too, and basically just give you a little bit more example about this vehicle as well too. So basically before I get into the vehicle itself, I just want to let you know about our dealership. So we're actually one of two pre-owned dealerships here. So we're actually at the one on Mulgrave Road at 77 Mulgrave Road here. Samantha, I'm not too sure if you've actually been in Cairns itself. We're actually in the heart of Cairns in the city. So we're about 1.5 kilometers away from the city itself. So I'm not too sure if you've been here before. Like I said, that's the city itself. As you can see, our dealership here, that's our showroom floor, so it's 2 stories. And also we actually have our second pre-owned yard that's actually at 235 Mulgrave Road, and that's about 2 kilometers left on the left hand side south of Cairns. Next to that is our franchise dealership, Toyota and Lexus, and parts as well too. So as I say, Samantha, we actually hold up to about 160 to 200 cars at all times. Also we sell around about 180 cars a month as well too. So like I said to you, let's get straight back into this video itself. I'll show you a little bit more about this Pajero that you're actually inquiring with us today, and go through the features, like I said to you, the paint perfections, and make sure I go through the wheel arches and tyres. So let's get straight down to the front bull bar. As you can see, it's got a steel black bull bar on the front of it. It's TJM. It's fitted out with the 6-inch light force spotties, as you can see in the front of that as well too. Also, just basically go up onto the bonnet itself. Just make sure I go across the top of the bonnet. I actually got the bonnet actually open at the moment, so I'm going to go through the engine bay as well too. I did find out that there is a few little stone chips on it, but just remember it actually is a 2009 model as well too, Samantha. So as you can see, I got a little bit closer here, bit of dirt and stuff that's actually on the bonnet itself, but I can actually get that fixed up as well too. So let's go through the engine bay as well. Okay, so going through the engine bay, as you know, this has got the 3.8 V6 multi-point injected motor through it. Fantastic. It's been looked after really well. It's actually kept in really good condition as well too, and it's got a great service history, but I'll go through that shortly as well. So just looking down the left side of the vehicle itself, just make sure there's no bad perfections in the paint. You can see that the paint's been looked after really well. I just noticed that there is a few little scratches around the vehicle, but I'm going to point them out to you as I'm going along. So just going down on the passenger side, left side of the vehicle, I just noticed that if I get a little bit more close, I just noticed that there is a few little scratch marks here, but we can also get those fixed up for you as well too. Okay, looking at the rear part here on the passenger side, looking down the vehicle, just make sure there's no ripples in the paint. Fantastic, looks really good. Okay, so just going down through the wheel arch now, just on the rear tyre on the left hand side. Fantastic, that's looked after really well. As I say, it's got the Yokohamas, I think they call on them, all-terrain tyres. Down onto the kickboards, side steps as we call them, and then basically back through the front of the vehicle as well too on the left hand side. So it's actually nice, clean and tidy. It's got plenty of good tread on those tyres. Just go back a little bit and just give you a bit of a look at that side. Fantastic. Just going to go in through the passenger side door now, just to give you a look at the trim. So for the age, as I said, like I said, the trim's actually been looked after really well. Down on the kick pedal, up onto the dash. And you can see that they've got the dash mat in there as well too, Samantha. And just over on that driver's side seat, as you can see there. Fantastic. It's got the logbooks and owner's manuals, but I'll go through them shortly with you. Going through the rear door now as well too. Just having a look at the couple little scuff marks on here and a couple down here, but we can also look at them and fix them if you decide you want to do that. Up through the back of the seat, and I've actually got the seat folded down so I can show you the back seats as well, how they actually stand it up. Fantastic. And just lift the rear seat up now. It's the middle row seats. Okay, so going at the rear bar now. Just going to have a look down to the rear bar itself, just to make sure there is no bad perfections. Like I said, I noticed that there is a couple little nicks on that rear bar, but otherwise it's pretty tidy and clean. Got your rear sensors on the back bar, as you can see there, close up, and then on the back of the wheel arch as well too. So just going through the okay, open up the back door just to give you a look at the trim. Just lock that in. A couple little scuff marks there, I can see that it's on the back part, but basically, like I said to you, it is a 2009. Just having a look through there, just coming through that side as well too, back through the other side. Got that camera going around. Fantastic. A little bit of a hiding spot underneath here, you can actually pull that out, but it's got a little rear mat as well, so once the seat's folded underneath. Okay, so I'm just going to unlock that and close up that rear tailgate. Okay, looking down the driver's side now, just to show that there's no ripples in the paint. Fantastic. Awesome. Just make my way down to the driver's side front vehicle. That looks really good, looks amazing. Like I said, it's been looked after really well. It's got a great service history with it. Just going to go through the kickboards there, then basically up through the rear arch of here. On the rear right hand side, tyres have been looked after. They've got plenty of tread on those tyres. Alloys are in good condition. Looking at the rear trim now on the driver's side, down on the kick panel up onto the back of the seat. And I'll just close that up so I can give you a good look at that side. It's got the rear aircon system as well too, speed controllers. And just before I go into the driver's side door, just want to mention that it also does come with 2 keys. So I'll just put this in front of the camera. 1, 2, and just having a look at the door trim there. And then down onto the kick panel, onto the seats itself, then up onto the dash and across the dash there, and then over onto the passenger side seat. Okay, I'm just going to pop in now and just actually start the vehicle up here for you. Just going to give you a look at the display. Like I said, it's only got 125,423 on the clock. Fantastic. Just going to have a look at the steering wheel just to make sure there's no bad perfections on the steering wheel itself. A couple of little marks here and there, but it's got the Bluetooth down below as well too, voice recognition. Then you've got your volume controls on the left hand side. Then actually on the right hand side you've got your cruise control as well too. Just having a look over here now, just going through that little audio sound system there. And just below that you've got your air conditioning, speed controlling, and just below that side as well too, like I said, you've got your transmission, your forward driving, and then actually your little coin box. Got your cup holders there as well too. And just mention as well too, it's got the owner's manual and a logbook. So like I said, it's been looked after really well. It's been kept in a really good condition. Like I said, it had its first service as well too at 1,000, I think it was 1,707 kilometers on it, and then after that it's actually been serviced really well after that. So let's go through the service books now. As you can see, you got your main one there as well too at 15,000 Ks. And then if I turn over the books, it's got all the receipts and everything there as well too. But going through the service history there as well, one at 41, after that 44, and then you got your other receipts there with all the receipts on that side, through Islands here in Cairns, and then Hunter Motors as well too. So looking at that service book there, I don't want it to come outside of the book itself. There it is, 50,000, 63,000 Ks, and after that one 70,000 Ks. Then if I fold it over, on the other side, it's got all the receipts like I said to you before, and just showing you the service history on this side here, 70,000, 77 and 84. And then I'll have a look over this side here with Hunter's Motors and that, and then it's actually done at 99 and then 107,000 Ks as well too. Fantastic, looks really good. Like I said, it's been looked after at 116 and then 120,000 Ks after that. Okay, so that's actually come to the end of the video. Samantha, thank you very much. I appreciate your inquiry today on this vehicle. Hopefully we can make you a proud owner of our 2009 Mitsubishi Pajero RX in the 3.8 V6 petrol. But thank you very much. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call. Thank you.